the lambs and
Make America Great Again. My comment is, do you accept that that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? How could that be racist? Make America great again? I said, so just ask yourself from an African-American experience, when was it ever great in America for the African-American? When was it great? So if you're making it great again, it's not including them.
Shalom. It's the priest Azan Ahmath back at you with another lesson. And I pray this lesson is edifying to the lambs and the sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Haba Krakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. Shalom to the laborers who are laboring in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and likewise the Akwath who will be obedient, serving the Heavenly Father and His Son in these last days. And I'm going to take my time with this one if that's all right with you. Because this man, Bryan Cranston, he had a great point. And this is a part of the shameful spewing that will come to Esau, Edom in the last days. His own people would call him out. And just like he said, we would like to know, when was America great before? For all men and women, where it was said out of the mouths of the American white man, they were all declared equal. But we know that's far from the truth. Because when was this place great or even good for the Israelites? A people that's dear to the Lord, but curses fell upon them to suffer oppression and violence from the villains who suffered from the plague of leprosy. And the book of Micah tells us this place is not our rest. It also expresses the violence that the so-called white man has displayed of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans of this land. Right, this is Micah 2:2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
So we ask you, Donald Trump, who just said that white Americans die by the hands of police officers too, but where is the evidence? Show us. Just like we like to know, when was it good for the Hebrew Israelites at any time in America? Was it good when we were scattered across the four corners of the earth, just to be treaded down like cattle? Was it good when we lost our heritage and was forced to assimilate into your heathenistic ways, to serve your gods, to learn your pagan holidays? We just want to know, was it good when we was on slave blocks, separated families going to different slave plantations to pick cotton for you when you got rich? Was America great when you was buck breaking the Israelite man and right in front of his family? We want to know, Mr. Trump, right? Because it appears since the inception of the white man becoming the face of supremacy, that it's only been great for the Edomite, who established himself by taking lands by violence, which the prophet Micah just told us. The prophet Ezekiel says that you have increased by usury, by shedding blood. This is Ezekiel 22:12. In thee have they taken gifts to shed blood. Thou hast taken usury and increase, and thou hast greedily gained of thy neighbors by extortion, and have forgotten me, saith the Lord power Yahweh. So when was America great? You've gotten greedy off extortion, off ill gain, usury. So when was America great for us? And can the Edomite race make any appropriate recommendations to amend all the mischief that you have done? His oppression that has had power over all the nations, but he has a specific hate for the Hebrew Israelites, because his wrath, his continuous stroke, has only come down on the nation of Israel. right? The indigenous tribes. And it's been millions upon millions upon millions of our people that have been destroyed, slaughtered from the hand of this devil. Tell us, we want to know, when was it great for the God's chosen seed, right? When you hung us up on trees? How about when you burned us as wood for your bonfires? The witchcraft that you performed on the so-called black man, Native American, and Hispanic, right? The opioids, Percocets, pills of witchcraft, all up in our neighborhoods till this very day. We just asking, was it great when the white man used our people for clinical trials for drugs? The Tuskegee syphilis experiment. And these are factual events. Why can't nobody explain to us what day, year, and month was ever great for us? Please explain how America was great in 1963 with the Oregon State Penitentiary experiment. We haven't forgotten about that. When you Edomites illegally captured black prisoners. Okay, you injected them with radioactive compounds called thymidine into their testicles. How in the hell was that great? This is why the Lord Yahweh says he had hated Esau and laid his mountains to waste. All right, and those mountains are governments who the Lord is about to come soon and take out of power. This is Sirach 27 and 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him. For the Lord will hate him, right? Nothing like him. Whoso casteth a stone on high, casteth it on his own head, and a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. And how can our wounds if we're not allowed to heal? And because we have the curses of Deuteronomy on us, it will never be great for us. And those of the hopeful elect know that. Esau, Edom, Donald Trump, and his constituents, the founding fathers of this country, we're asking you to provide substantial evidence, some proof of when, time, and date, what time on this American soil filled with Israelites' blood and tears and countless graves, countless of prison numbers attached to men with nonviolent crimes, still sitting in prison in 2025 from this devil's 3-strike law. What the hell are y'all talking about? It's only been great for the man of sin that sits on the throne of iniquity. This is why you can boast and say, make America great again, because it's for your people. Psalms 94 and 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous, and they condemn the innocent blood. You Edomites that follow our lessons, who is the they? Who gathers together against the soul of the righteous? Just like Psalms 83 reads, that you, the so-called white man, took crafty counsel against the Lord's people. We ain't ever burned no crosses on nobody's lawns. We don't put on hoods and terrorize people. Well, now you have police uniforms where you can do your dirt and gather yourselves against the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. We asking, when was it great for us? You can't offer any justifications for the actions of America because you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. America was never great for the Hebrew Israelites. We're damn near an endangered species out here. The so-called white man has plotted, killed, murdered, enslaved us, put us in his cages. Y'all know the rundown? Why? To condemn the innocent blood. And Trump, we're just trying to understand what the fuck you talking about. You're a man who leads this free world. You're a man of plenty words. And them words are going to be the downfall of the so-called white man. Because you can never be justified, only condemned in the eyes of the Lord. Right? We want answers. Explain to us, when was America great? Was it great when you said in Psalms 24, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be in no more remembrance? And that was accomplished. The Lord has smitten our people with madness. Jake has an evil eye towards his brother, the woman. She hates the man. And the white man fumes the flames of the fire. when you have no finances for now or the future. Trapped. It's never been good for us. You've all consumed us, and you've consulted together from generation to generation to push your corruption, all right, to get free labor, all by fraud, right? Psalms 83 and 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They have one confederate against thee. Who is that? The tabernacles of Edom. And verse 7 says Amalek, pointing solely at the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, who's rooted in deception, right? So you can miss us with that narrative that we've had a fair shake of the American dream. No, you frame mischief, by law deemed us 3/5 of a man. Somebody got to talk to me. When was it good for us? You gave us breadcrumbs like Martin King's dream. That's been an absolute nightmare for us. Suggesting that we should assimilate with Esau, Edom, because the Lord told us that you cannot be trusted. Like iron rust, so does your wickedness, right? You are an enemy set up. So how can it be great for us? This is Psalms 102 and 8. Mine enemies reproach me all the day, and they that are mad against me are sworn against me. So America has never been good or great. Reproach me all the day, and they that are mad against me are sworn against me. So America has never been good or great for a people that wake up every day in doubt. You're the great cancer of the earth. You've lived in pleasure. This is James 5 and 5. You have lived in pleasure on the earth and have been wanton. You have nourished your hearts as a day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. That's the fruits of the so-called white man. You've condemned and you've killed the just, and we get no justice, no peace from you. Just hell. Systematic racism was back then, and systematic racism is now. When was it great for us? How about the crack era? Was that great for the Israelites? Who brought those psychedelics into our neighborhoods? And Jake still hasn't recovered from the yayo. They still on it. What's great about that? Okay, and 100 Biden doesn't equate to decades of conspiracies, unrighteous dealings, and genocide. And at the end of the day, can a leopard change his spots? No. And the only way it's going to get great when the prophecy of the cutoff season comes to pass. This is Psalms 94 and 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord, our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall cut them off. And with that, I give all honor and glory to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakakadash. Pray this lesson was edifying and comforting. I am the priest Azan Ahmath. Abba Babal Shalom.